VBT technique. 31. Lord Shiva says, look upon a bowl without seeing the sides or the material. In a few moments become aware. Meaning, look upon any object as a whole and then become aware of it. Consciousness. Witness object. VBT technique. 32. Lord Shiva says, see as if for the first time a beauteous person or an ordinary object. Meaning, have a fresh or new look on a person or object. If you can do this, you will be freed from your past. The burden, the depth, the dirtiness, the accumulated experiences, you will be freed from them. Every moment, move from the past. Do not allow it to enter within you. Do not allow it to be carried. Leave it. Look at everything as if for the first time. This is a great technique to help you to be freed from the past. Consciousness. Free from past and be fresh. VBT technique. 33. Lord Shiva says, simply by looking into the blue sky beyond the clouds, the serenity. Meaning, looking into the infinite sky will make your senses free and make you to look into yourself. Objects hold the senses, unlike the infinite sky relieves the senses and make your look inward or yourself. Finally, serenity. Consciousness. Infinite sky. VBT technique. 34. Lord Shiva says, listen while the ultimate mystical teaching is imparted. Eyes still, without blinking, at once, become absolutely free. Meaning, listen while the ultimate mystical teaching is imparted. In that silence, those 1, 2 or 3 words will penetrate to your very core, to the very center, and they will become a seed there. In this passive awareness, in this silence, at once become absolutely free. Consciousness. Listening the teaching and then become free. VBT technique. 35. Lord Shiva says, at the edge of a deep well, look steadily into its depths until the wondrousness. Meaning, look deep into the well just like your mind until you are wonder-filled. Consciousness. Looking deep into well. VBT technique. 36. Lord Shiva says, look upon some object, then slowly withdraw your sight from it, then slowly withdraw your thought from it. Then, meaning, first the object disappears, then the image disappears. And when the image disappears, Shiva says, then you are left alone. In that aloneness one realizes oneself. One comes to the center, one is thrown to the original source. Consciousness. Disappearing object, image and then emptiness. VBT technique. 37. Lord Shiva says, Devi, imagine Sanskrit letters in these honey-filled foci of awareness. First as letters, the more subtly as sounds, then as most subtle feeling. Then, leaving them aside, be free. Meaning, be aware of the Sanskrit letters, then as sounds, then as feelings, and then leave them and be free. Consciousness. Sanskrit letters, sounds, feelings and be free. VBT technique. 38. Lord Shiva says, bathe in the center of sound, as in the continuous sound of a waterfall, or, by putting the fingers in the ears, hear the sound of sounds. Meaning, be conscious of the sound, center of sound, sound of waterfall. By putting fingers in ears, hear the sound of sounds. Consciousness. Sound. VBT technique. 39. Lord Shiva says, intone a sound, As AUM, slowly, as sound enters soundfulness, so do you. Meaning. Chant Om being conscious of it. Consciousness. Om chanting. VBT technique, Forte. Lord Shiva says, in the beginning and gradual refinement of the sound of any letter, awake. Meaning. Just be fully conscious of any letter like AUM. Just follow the sound and awake from the sleep. Bring the full alertness. Just like anybody screams, we fully get awakened. Consciousness. Sound of any letter.